Ghana, a low-income developing country in West Africa. This is Winneba, my hometown, and located on the western edge of the town is the Muni Coastal Lagoon. On the low sandy barrier separating the calm waters of the lagoon from the wild Atlantic Ocean lies the tiny community of Akosua village. Life here has changed very little for generations, and at its center, fishing. Catching, preparing, and selling fish is the foundation of the village's livelihood. But the local way of life is now under threat from rising temperatures and changing weather conditions. I want to show you how global climate change is posing both immediate and long-term challenges for the Muni Lagoon and the people who live here and rely on the low-lying coastline. For thousands of years, the animals and plants of the lagoon have lived in harmony with the natural yearly cycle.
Each year during the rainy season, the lagoon fills with fresh water from local rivers. Stormy weather is also expected during this season. During these rainy months, plant and animal life thrives in the lagoon, and the fish and crustaceans are an important source of food and income for the local community. During the dry season, however, lagoon levels are low and the lagoon water is very salty. Only very hardy, salt-tolerant species can survive. But beyond the lagoon, the sea is calm, and local fishermen traditionally take to the sea to catch fish. For generations, the people of the lagoon have organised their ways of living around this predictable cycle. But climate change is affecting this natural cycle and the quality of water in the lagoon. The timing of the rainy season is changing, impacting the flora and fauna of the lagoon by disrupting the timing and the reliability of freshwater input. Unexpected storms can cause flooding of the lagoon, causing the lagoon barrier to erode and leaving it more open to the sea.
Unexpected storms are also causing immediate impacts for fishermen. Stormy conditions are becoming more frequent and unpredictable, with unexpected downpours during the dry season. Akosua's small traditional fishing boats cannot go out in bad weather, so people are catching fewer fish. The fish they do catch have to be dried outdoors. But with the unexpected rainfall, these fish do not dry properly. They spoil and the prices that they fetch goes down, reducing people's income and creating growing food insecurity. This is a serious additional burden for the people of Akosua village, who are already experiencing water insecurity, live without access to modern energy for cooking and lighting, lack sufficient sanitation, suffer from large-scale waste management issues, and are outcompeted for fish by industrial trawling vessels. Ocean temperatures around the world are rising, including the coastal waters of Ghana. Warmer temperatures disrupt marine ecosystems and may impact fish populations. This in turn affects fish catches, with villagers working harder and harder to bring in the necessary amount of fish.
But rising ocean temperatures are also part of a bigger challenge facing Akosua village. When seawater warms, it expands. This, combined with melting glaciers and ice sheets, is causing global sea levels to rise. Currently, sea levels are rising by around 3 millimeters per year. This is increasing the risk of flooding for low-lying coastal communities like Akosua village, as well as speeding up erosion of the lagoon barrier. And the rate of sea level rise is increasing. It could rise up to 1 meter this century if greenhouse gas emission targets are not met. This would almost completely submerge the lagoon barrier.
As sea level rise and changes to weather patterns continue, life on the lagoon barrier will become increasingly difficult. This is driving people to explore alternative sources of food and income, like fishing more intensively in the lagoon and harvesting coconut for sale elsewhere. This puts extreme pressure on the available natural resources and the sensitive local ecosystem. These adaptations to traditional life are not robust or sustainable. Under continuing climate change, my friends and their family in Akosua village face the real possibility of losing their livelihoods and having to find somewhere new to live. Coastal lagoons are not only common in West Africa. They make up around 13% of global coastlines and are relied upon by millions of people whose way of life is dependent on these valuable natural resources.
The Muni coastal lagoon provides us with a powerful insight into the local impacts of global climate change now facing millions of people across the world.
And illustrates how low-income rural communities like these, who contribute least to global climate change, are some of the most vulnerable to its impacts.